My name is Dragana Crnjak. I work and live in Youngstown, Ohio. I draw and paint. I think really of myself mostly as a drawer first and then a painter. But I work two-dimensionally, site-specifically. With this piece, I would say impermanence and ideas of alienation. I was really interested in that. It's just inspired by this story I heard on NPR. It's not about that story. I'm not really illustrating the story, but it references reversed migration that happens with the birds who get their compasses sometimes messed up, and this like dysfunction leads them to a wrong place. So it happens with flamingos that instead of flying down to Iran, they flew up to Siberia. So to me, I mean, it's such a sad story, of course, but there is something intriguing and just beautiful in the image of it. So it's a mix of both, it doesn't point to a statement. It's not about a conclusion. It's really about a reverie as a state of mind. I'm interested in a drawing as some place where that you sense before it's observed and rationalized. There's a lot of layers compared to some previous one. I think this one has more layers in a way that can be explored as a pattern. It can be simply seen as a very simple flesh kind of. And then the process, especially in this one, I think evolved even more because I'm spending more time on these background shadow parts, I call them, the painted backgrounds. They somehow are extension of maybe existing space, but they also are based on memory, daily observations, or things I hear, things I think about. This piece will involve silver paint, silver acrylic, which I never used. In some smaller pieces I did, but never site-specifically. So as a vertical long piece that's very unusual. I've never had a chance to work on a space like this before. Usually it's long horizontal walls that I work on. So architecturally it was really, I was very drawn to that space. Of course it's also a walkway that's connecting different floors, and I somehow imagine people moving up and down, and somehow having chance to see this piece very quickly, maybe just pass by, but then maybe slow down and look at it. So I kind of was drawn in that it's not very a traditional kind of space. I think curiosity has to be essential, that it is about curiosity and being interested and curious, so to really look at many different places as possible and think about many different directions as possible. I think today art is in an amazing place. I just feel like you can't go wrong. Everything that interests you can just put it in and it somehow fits and you find your way. So I think there's just being flexible and curious. That's my simple advice.